Hi and welcome to Numberone Geek. I'm Saz and this is my boat race. I've been wargaming and role-playing for over 30 years and along the way I've made some share of mistakes. Railroading, creating overpowered characters and then even inserting those overpowered characters into my games as a DMPC. But I've also had a lot of positive experiences, both as a player and a GM. Nowadays, with the rise of celebrity role-players, new players can feel a lot of pressure to perform right from the start. However, I've also noticed that some seasoned players sometimes struggle to help newcomers get into the game. Inversely, they even make things harder for them. And that's why I've put together this guide for experienced players on how to welcome a complete newbie to your table. Trying something new is always a mix of excitement and nerves, so it's crucial that your table offers a welcoming, understanding and inviting atmosphere. If you make the player feel like they're a burden, or if you blame them for your lack of fun, it's time to reconsider your approach. Remember, convoys always move at the speed of the slowest ship, and the battleship is useless if it's steaming ahead on its own. As a more experienced player, patience is the key. Be prepared for constant questions, mistakes and pauses. Understand that the new player doesn't want to be a burden, and be approachable enough so they feel comfortable making mistakes and asking questions repeatedly. GMs and DMs, it's your responsibility to ensure everybody understands the rules, especially the new players. You know your players and which ones might accidentally steal the spotlight from the newcomer. It's up to you to set expectations and guide the table accordingly. One tip: avoid introducing new players into an ongoing campaign. It's better to start fresh with everyone at level 1, so the new player isn't at a disadvantage compared to seasoned, well-oiled group with established in-jokes and quirks. Also, stick to the core rulebook. Seriously, a new player is already dealing with a lot of information, so eliminating expanded rules and options will prevent them from becoming overwhelmed. In fact, going back to basics can be a great experience for everyone. It simplifies the game and keeps the focus on fun rather than constant rule references. And speaking of basics, absolutely no homebrew. I've seen too many power gaming monstrosities involving ASMR that end up unbalancing the game. If you're a fan of homebrew, save it for another time. Stick to the rules just this once for the sake of the new player. As a GM, set expectations and make sure that everybody is on board with the idea of helping the new player. If you've got a problem player who can't adapt, it might be best to ask them to sit out. As a group, decide who's best suited to mentor the new player. This is serious work. It involves helping them make decisions, explaining rules and guiding them through the gameplay, all while playing your own character. It may require sacrificing some of your action time, but it's worth it to help a new player get started. Experienced players know how to optimise their characters, but new players don't. Avoid showing off about your character's build, just stick to the basics. Don't overwhelm them with complex details. Remember, everyone learns differently. Some new players might like to read the book from cover to cover, others might learn by watching. Some, like me, learn by doing. Offering game aids like basic rules crib sheets, maps for movements and combat, and game world summary can help immensely. Even consider using a simplified version of a system like Shadow Dark, which streamlines D&D's mechanics. This can level the playing field and make the game more accessible to new players, as well as give experienced players a brand new challenge. As a new player becomes more comfortable, they'll start picking up the rules, understanding mechanics like armour class, difficulty rolls and reacting appropriately to their skill set. At that point, you can gradually introduce them to more complex systems and expand the game, as long as they don't make an ASMR homebrew. Role-playing is a vast community, not just limited to D&D. Once a new player is comfortable with the rules, they can start focusing on their role-playing style, especially when encouraged by patient, experienced players. This allows them to enjoy the fun aspects of the game rather than getting bogged down in optimisation. The goal is to make sure the new player is having fun. If they're enjoying themselves, they're likely to return, and that means you have succeeded. So what do you think? Got any advice for helping new players start their journey? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more TTRPG content. I'm an eclectic bloke, so if you want more of this, just let me know. Anywho, that's it for me. Time for a brew. Ta-ta.